Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Coastal Bros. I'm your boy, Big Chief. Let me bring in two wallets. What's going on, buddy? How you
What's good?
doing?
What's good?
And let me bring in Mr. Degenerate, live from the casino.
Hey, hey, fellas! I'm in a remote location where
I see that.
fellow
Very remote.
degenerates hang out.
You at
Uh,
the club?
don't let the lights distract you. I'm not at the Roxbury.
You at the club there? No, make sure you tip your waitresses. You know
Always,
what
always. Keep they'll keep it coming. Keep them coming.
I'm saying? So what's going on? We are here to talk about some NBA free agent signings. Last week we said, "Hey, where would they go?" This week we got, well, this is where they're gonna play. So I'm gonna mute Mr. Degenerate just a tad because he it's loud over there.
Hey, that is legit. That
Yes,
is
it
legit
is.
in that background.
Yes, it is. So I'll bring him in a minute. Um, Free agent signings. Let's see what. I guess we'll go out of the bag. You know what I'm saying? John Wall, baby. John Wall buckets. 2 year, $13 million with the Clippers. Bring that championship over here to LA. I'll bring in Mr. Degenerate right now. Why are we deciding? Why are we putting fingers down?
The guy's been injured the last 3 years. He's not going to help you from the bench. You guys already have enough injuries with Kawhi and PG constantly going on the injured list. So you added another body that not going to give you much. I mean, you guys didn't, overpay for him, so I guess it's worth the risk. But we'll see.
He's cheap. We got him for cheap. So I mean, hey, I wouldn't pay no more than that. I'm glad it's only a 2 year deal. I think it's a 1-and-1, which is cool. I mean, I just need him to be healthy, be on the floor. All I need to do is have him be healthy, be on the floor, and we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But
It's worth the gamble. It's worth the
it is,
gamble.
it is worth the gamble. Two odds. What you thinking?
Right now, honestly, I'm thinking the biggest free agent is still out there, and I can't really describe this free agent. I just got to show he looks like he's going to be a solid point guard for anybody, but I got to show y'all what I'm talking about. Bam! That is the top free agent.
Hold on.
Who's that handsome young man?
Where do you
That is
think?
the top free agent. We don't know what to do with this
Who is
guy.
that
Where he
handsome young
goes,
fella?
I don't know.
Where do you think this guy will sign with? I think this guy's
Hey,
gonna
I'll give you more minutes than John Wall, that's for sure.
I think Auntie is yelling in the background. You better sign with the Lakers, boy.
That's when they used to call me Mexican Jordan.
Mexican Jordan.
Is that why you got on them Jordans in that picture? Is that what that
Yes.
is?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Keep the
okay.
Hair Jordans, the Space Jams.
All right.
It's embarrassing, man. I can't believe. Joey, yeah. Wow. Okay, I'll have a pic of you on next week's show.
There we go.
A little baby picture, little Joey, baby Joey.
Little baby Joey.
All right, you got to find one. But dead serious. The one person we really got to talk about is Thin Man. The New York Press, man, they were not playing.
All right, but before we get there,
Man.
tell me about John Wall. What do you think about John Wall trade?
Oh, well, okay.
We're gonna get there.
Okay. So you're asking about that. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're asking about John Wall and the Clippers. First of all, What was that?
John Wall signed to an injury-prone team. That's smart.
You know what? I'm gonna put it this way. He's been working out the last 2 years, got paid to work out, and hasn't gotten injured. Sometimes the body's like the best thing for him is to get rest. That's exactly what he got. And Kawhi rest. He got a little break. All three are going to come together. Bobby Jackson. All these guys, Nick.
We'll wait for him to come back in a minute. He was a little choppy. He was a little choppy chop. He's that little chop. So,
what we need to be talking about, guys, is LeBron gets a bad rap, but what KD is doing, come on, guys. LeBron has fulfilled every contract. Okay, he's won a championship everywhere he's gone. He's never done what KD is doing, bouncing around. So the whole narrative that you guys want to push on LeBron, say what you will, but LeBron has, fulfilled his contracts, like I said, and he's won a championship everywhere he's been. KD can't say the same.
Right. Let me bring in Big Boy real quick. Big Boy, what's going on? All right. So this is a unique show. We got two guys that are at home, two guys on the road. So again, guys, appreciate you guys watching, listening. It's going to be very interesting. This is noise in the background. So we were talking a little bit John Wall. What do you think about that John Wall signing? 2 years, $13 million, Big Boy.
Absolute steal. That is how you get it. You got somebody that you know will be productive when healthy and knows how to distribute the ball. I'm thinking that this probably might be one of the best signings in this free agency, if not the best signing in the free agency.
Right. All right. I think we got two Walls back. Two Walls, what you thinking?
Like I was saying, I think the combination of Jackson and John Wall, which I think people forgot about, and then you bring back Nick Batum, and you're bringing back your center, who didn't the Lakers give him up for like a bag of chips and a bag of Skittles and some bread? Okay. And that dude's been lights out ever since. So everything that the Clippers got, I can't imagine them not being better than the Lakers, the Blazers, Utah, Denver in this coming up season.
Okay. All right. So let's get into a couple. I got a list here of guys pretty shocking that where they went, where they stayed. Since we got Mr. Nick on, Jalen Brunson, 4 years, $110 million with the Knicks. How you feeling about that?
Oh, wait. I'm loving it. I feel like we overpaid a little bit. Yeah, we overpaid. But it's somebody that we needed to help take a step forward out of this miserable era that we're going through right now. So right now, I'll take it for what it's worth and be happy with what I got.
All right. Romero, what you thinking? How you like that Jalen Brunson to the Knicks?
I think this move is a bit overrated. I mean, everyone's acting like Jalen Brunson, is going to single-handedly turn that franchise around. But, what Big Boy really needs is LeBron to join Jalen Brunson. If he really wants a championship, like I said, LeBron delivers everywhere he goes. Say what you will, but he's won a championship everywhere he's been. I don't know. I mean, I'm just surprised that Nick fans, would be opposed to having LeBron join their team when they haven't won a championship in 50 years.
Hold up. Okay, Big Boy, respond to this one, please.
Oh, first things first. Have you seen what happens when he leaves those teams?
Thank you.
How many years do you think he's going to give us?
3.
And on top of that, we didn't got the players around him for even being successful. What we going to trade for that boy?
Big boy, We'll accept future draft picks. We'll accept future draft picks.
Cool. Cool.
Because they ain't got none.
We just saw what happens when you try to go get a whole team of aging superstars. We need to go young and build from there. Like I said, I'm happy with what I got with Brunson. I think he's going to save the franchise. No, but I think he is a step forward in the right direction. Yes.
Okay. And we talked earlier this week. You weren't so thrilled about Mitchell Robinson, 4 years, $60 million. Why not?
Don't make me pull over this car. I'm sorry, man.
4 years, $60 million to the Knicks.
That was excessively over. See, now we just falling back into old tendencies on that contract. I don't think he's worth that much by far. I don't think anybody thinks that he's worth that much by far. He doesn't produce no $60 million on the floor. He doesn't produce. I'm not sure if he just doesn't fit our system or if our coach couldn't unlock his potential, but I don't see it in him when he plays for the Knicks right now. I understand we don't have no bigs, but we shouldn't have given him that super huge contract for somebody who can't get it. He can't even get his own buckets like that. He struggles to get rebounds. Like, nah, I didn't like the move at all. Definitely overpaid. I would have let him test a free agency to come back later.
All right. So we're going to go from the Knicks. We're going to go all the way across. We're going to go all the way across to the La La Land. Mr. Lala, you lost Malik Monk, but you signed Damian Jones. So how are you feeling about that?
We definitely got younger. That was obviously a need. We're an aging team. Looks like
It looks like we lost Mr. Degenerate there. So he's back. He's back now. All right. Mr. Degenerate, your mic is not connected. So we'll get back to you in a minute. Let's two wallets. Just what are you thinking about? Let's see. We can Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal re-signed with the Wizards, 5 year, $25 million.
Bradley Beal, I'm happy for him that he got his money. Oh, wait, hold on. We got thumbs down from Big Boy. What's Big Boy got to say about that?
Big Boy, what you thinking?
I understand there's two types of players when it comes down to the game. Two types of players. The ones that want to win and the ones that want money. He has so much potential, so much skill that he could win it all. But instead, he chose the money. I don't know about that move because you can still make a lot of money while winning it all. All those games are incentivized. You get money for winning playoff games. He ain't doing that with the Wizards. I'm sorry. But I just felt like he has so much game to play, and he just rather just sit back and get the money. I'm like, I understand get the money, but also go get a dub.
All right.
I got a question for Big Boy real quick while we're on the jump. Would you be okay? But what if he took a chance, left his home to go to another place and he didn't win? Like, you're gonna knock him for trying? I got mad respect for Bradley Beal staying in Washington of all places. Like Dame Lillard, I got mad respect for staying in Portland. I kind of like it when a star stays home. I just wish they would add more to him, you know what I'm saying, or start getting high picks so that way, things could get better for him. But they got Kristaps Porzingis. Now they'll have him for a whole training camp. We already know Mr. Degenerate doesn't like Kristaps Porzingis. But I feel they're in the right direction. I hope coaching is better this season. But I kind of like where they're going.
All right, let's bring in Mr. Degenerate real quick. All right, bud. So let's get
Can you?
back. We can hear you now.
Oh man, I apologize for the technical difficulties.
Well, it happens when you're,
Remote location.
remote
I just want to
location.
know what you drinking. You can't be sitting at that. What you drinking?
Some H2O, some high quality H2O, guys.
Oh
Hey,
man, high quality H2.
I am the designated driver today, so
there you go.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good.
I always have a DD for you guys. So what? So all right, we'll go back to the Malik Monk and the Damian Jones real quick. What do you think about those two? One losing, one you lost one.
yeah, I like Malik Monk. I wish we could have kept him, but I think I'm all right with the moves that Palinka has made so far. Like I said, he made the team younger, which was obvious need. We were just a old, aging team. So it's obvious I'm not going to bring back some of these vets like Carmelo, so the Clippers can have them. You know, um, yeah. So far so good. I like what we're doing, and we're not done yet. There's still some major moves to be made. Hopefully, we can convince Brooklyn to trade Kyrie for Westbrook. And man, that would be, like I said, it'll be and Kyrie reunite.
All right. And what do you think about Bradley Beal? We got everybody else's take on him going back.
Yeah, not surprised that he got the max contract. I mean, the guy is all star. But we'll see what happens. I don't know if Washington is going to necessarily keep him. Just because they gave him the max contract doesn't mean they're going to keep him. They might have something in the works.
All right. Cool. Let's go to two wallets. You got Victor Oladipo signed a 1 year, so he's going back with your Heat. How you feeling about that one? As far as your,
I didn't know.
yes, Oladipo signed a 1 year deal with Miami Heat for $11 million.
Wow, that is so worth it. We get Victor Oladipo for a whole season?
Yes.
Man.
However, your other teams lost some people. So, but how you feel about Victor Oladipo, real quick?
Whew. Oh man, I'm shocked. I didn't even know. Like honestly, I'm waiting for honestly, like my mindset, I'm waiting for this debate between me and Romero. And I guess the topic is more so the enjoyment of Mr. Degenerate, help me out here. Not necessarily LeBron versus Durant, but it's more so players and contracts ruining the league or the game that we enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, I think the narrative has changed. Like we talked about earlier, it's a players' league. Players empowerment, man, and that's just what it is. So we just got to get used to that, man. That's it is what it is.
Okay.
Right. And then if you don't mind, I'm going to kind of quick second take the reins here, Big Chief. For you being a Clippers fan and everything that's come around and having the richest owner in the league, how do you really feel about players like LeBron James, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving kind of steering their way, manipulating the business part of it as opposed to the actual sport of it?
Well, it puts it in the players' hands. So everything goes directly to the players. You're no longer, I don't like this era of basketball because it's like I want to play with my buddy instead of beat my friend. Like you can have a nice, all right, you want to play together? You guys go play every 4 years. You can go play at the Olympics. All right, you play every, I think every 4 years. Go play in the Olympics. Go show them that we have the best players around, even though I don't think we do anymore. Okay, do something like that. Go pick up ball. But I want you to beat. I want to be the best team. So I want the owner to build a team around, even be it through the ground up and through drafts or signings. That's even one of them because that's what you should do. That's what you do. I don't like this buddy. Let's go meet. I didn't like it back when LeBron went to Miami and teamed up with Wade and Bosh. It was nice because we didn't see it before and they won a championship. Cool. But going, I want to go here, I want to go there. It's like for years we had talked about the banana boat team, but they were never ever to get there. They never ever, to be on the same team. That's what 2K is for, or NBA Live. This isn't 2K. This is NBA Live. This is a business. You need to build, right? This is what I think you need to do. You need to build. You need to have, I like that's personally what I think. I got a quote right here that says, though, the best trade was Jeremy Grant to Trailblazers, averages 20 points per game at only 28 years old. What do you guys think about that one?
I think that's the most interesting trade, but him being the number 2 player on a team, I don't know. I'm more excited for Portland and I think it's Anthony Jeffrey as a number 2, Jeremy Grant, and then I still can't believe they got Joseph Nurkic, 7 years, $80 million, or I'm sorry, like
4 years, $70 million.
Yeah, 4 years, 70 for what? All we doing is seeing this dude get cooked by all the centers in the West. Why would they resign him?
I don't know. What do you think about it, Romero?
You talking about the Joker, Joey?
No, I'm talking about Joseph Nurkic and getting re-signed in Portland.
I mean, what other options did they have? Let's be honest. I mean,
obviously Rudy Gobert was out there. He's a little bit better.
Yeah, but sometimes you're off with, what you already know you're going to get from Nurkic. You don't necessarily know how Rudy Gobert is going to fit in. He might struggle in Minnesota. I'm not sold on this whole Twin Tower deal.
Yeah, me neither.
So that's a project. I mean, it remains to be seen if that works out. Honestly, if there was a big guy to go after, it would be DeAndre Ayton. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, draft choices are key. So to get, so that's what you want. You want to build your draft capital. You want to get more picks so you can get maybe a sign and trade. You get a good star. So, I mean, I don't know what the Portland's doing over there. Maybe they're trying to figure out, hey, we got to help Damian Lillard because we could lose him, and we don't want to lose him like we did Kyrie. Like that that they'll lose. They might lose. The Nets are gonna lose Kyrie, or whatever. You lose that key factor, the face of your team. But also, how do you feel about you losing Gary? You lost Gary Payton Jr.
Yeah,
and you lost
Juan Anderson,
Otto Porter.
Yep.
So a couple of your key guys that helped you win the championship this year are gone. How you feel about that?
I feel that good role players are easier to replace than star players. We got our commanding center, I guess you could call him. He's not your typical big who's going to grab rebounds, but a guy who sets picks, a guy who knows how to run the floor, along with Draymond Green. So we got our guy back. I'm happy about that. We also got that Italian kid from Milwaukee.
I was just about to bring him up, Dante DiVincenzo.
There you go. He's athletic. He can shoot the three. He plays D. That's everything that Gary Payton did. The only thing is we're missing a little size. But if Wiseman comes back, it's all good.
Okay.
And they'll be better with Wiseman. And can I bring up the next team real quick? Because I think this team possibly had the best draft. Over the offseason, they got a championship head coach. They already had 2-star players that they traded for during the midseason.
Did you hear about the rumor going?
Yeah, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're not going there yet. Mike Brown, De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis. They got the kid Daniel. We were talking about that kid from the draft. He ends up going to the Kings, and the Atlanta Hawks just gave the Kings this 3-point shooter, along with, oh man, it's really skipped my mind. They picked up another defender 3-point shooter. Like, Mike Brown has continually talked about changing the culture of the Sacramento Kings, and everybody he's getting is either successful or they're talking about the culture being changed in Sacramento. Mr. Degenerate, we already know he don't like the Kings. He don't like the Kings.
At the end of the day, it's the Sacramento Queens we're talking about.
Are they going to make the playoffs?
I think they'll be on the outside looking in.
So there's 8 teams better than the Kings right now? Name them.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
He wants you to name them.
You want me
Name
to
the
run
8
them
teams
down?
better than who?
Warriors, Lakers.
Not really.
I hate to say it, but the Clippers. Shooting blanks here.
The Trailblazers.
Wow, he paused?
The Trailblazers. I'll help them out. The Trailblazers. Are
Portland.
That hasn't been proven yet.
The Suns are better.
Denver. Phoenix.
Dallas.
Dallas.
Like I said, they'll be on the brink.
I'll even say I'll go with Memphis or Minnesota.
Memphis and Minnesota.
Ja Morant and that young team.
Then I'll put the Kings there. So the Kings are 10, maybe 11.
Kings might get in the play-in game.
Yeah.
All right, right now with the Lakers, until we see them improve, I'm sorry, I can't put the Lakers in there. Portland, yes, they got 3 guys now, and then Joseph Nurkic. Like, really? I'm sorry, I can't believe in that until I see it. We saw Dame Lillard in his first time in that system. He looked kind of like he hadn't got used to it yet. I believe in Chauncey Billups, but I'm not with that yet. So I'll take Portland out. If Mike Brown hits, which he does, he's got 4 guys that can compete with any of the 4 guys in the West. No. Look, I know you're going to disagree, Big Chief, because you're a Clippers fan. No, I know you're going to disagree, Mr. Degenerate, because you're a Lakers fan. You guys hate the Kings.
No, can I say something?
Go for it.
It has nothing to do with what team that is. Mike Brown hasn't done nothing if he don't since having LeBron James on his team. Okay, he hasn't done nothing. That's the thing he needs. LeBron Brown is not that good of a coach. I don't personally think that Kings organization is not even that great, and it has nothing to do with me being a Clipper fan. It has nothing to do with him being a LA King or LA Laker fan. It's Mike Brown is not that great of a coach. And I don't have to prove it. Degenerate had him as a coach. Let's bring him in. How do you feel about Mike Brown as a head coach?
They were winning when he was there.
He's a decent coach, but he's not going to get you to the promised land.
Just saying.
I mean, he's good for a young team, which is what Sacramento has.
But he has not. But he never did anything without LeBron.
No. I mean, he's okay for what they have now, but like I said, they're not going to be a contender, Joey. I hate to break it to you.
And I didn't say contender. I said they'd make the playoffs. In my defense about Mike Brown, there's a lot of coaches who haven't done anything without LeBron. and coaches who have had LeBron that did nothing and got fired and never been back to the NBA. So
I like how it always comes back to LeBron. He's living rent free in your head.
in your head,
No,
I
no.
didn't bring him up. Big Chief brought him up. He living in Big Chief's head.
I'm not bringing him up. I was bringing Mike Brown up. I'm basically saying that Mike Brown hasn't done nothing
Since who?
since stopping with LeBron. It's basic fact,
Oh,
but it's facts. I can say that about anybody. If Mike Brown has coached Steph Curry and was the head coach of the Warriors back then, I'd have said the same thing. He could have been, until Phil Jackson won without Kobe with Kobe Bryant. He was with Jordan, right? I could actually say that Jordan hasn't done nothing because when he left Phil, Jordan never did anything. Jordan didn't win one after Phil, and I mean a ring. I mean a championship ring. So that's where I put it as. If you're a good coach, you have to do it with multiple players, not just one guy. Because if you're tied with one guy, so that's why I don't think the Kings are going to do anything, and I don't believe in Mike Brown.
I believe in the talent that they have now and the pieces that they're getting. They got scoring.
I will bet you 5 cases that the Kings do not
Hold on.
play.
Blue light special.
blue light special.
Wait, hold on. I can't. Wait, is it on yet?
There.
All right, I cannot take this yet. I cannot take that bet. So I'm not going to green light it,
Why?
but I'll definitely think about it.
Why? 5 cases that the Kings either they won't go. It's either play-in game or miss the playoffs. But that's it. They're not.
You got to give me time on that one.
No.
Then I can't take it now.
You can. It's called a hot take.
Well, it's not that hot because it's not on my plate and warming yet. I believe in the talent that they have. We'll see if it starts coming around. But 5 cases? Nah, I can't. Can't do that.
Hey, Joey, since I'm in the gambling mood, I will bet you 5 cases that the Lakers will not miss the playoffs 2 years in a row.
Can you get that bet?
You want to think about it?
Tune in next week.
Want to mull it over?
Tune in next week.
Yeah, let me think about it. Because I'm right now, I don't know. Will the real AD please stand up? Kevin Garnett called him out. Kevin Garnett said, you should be an MVP. You need to go back into the gym. You need to go back into the lab. Come on,
dude. Kevin Garnett has as many championships, all right? He acts like he won 5 championships. KG needs to.
Okay. So.
Whoa. Just time out. Before I ask Mr. Degenerate down there, Big Chief, who are your top 5 power forwards of all time?
Tim Duncan.
KD's 6, if that's what you're thinking. If that's what you want to see, KD's not in my top 5. I can't give you a top 5 right off my bat. I got
KG is so overrated. So overrated.
But
yeah,
let me
tough guy.
Let me bring this to you now. In fact, speaking of KD though, what is a good place for KD? Romero, I'll let you go first. Where do you think KD should go or trade to?
Look, KG was good, but like I said, he's overrated. He had 1 championship, and he wants to act like he's Bill Russell. Come on, man.
Wait a minute. Are we talking KG or KD?
We're talking about KG.
KG? Kevin?
Yeah, fake tough guy.
Oh, so we're talking about Kevin Garnett. It was kind of hard to hear when Romero and
KG can't hold Tim Duncan's jock.
So, okay, so
that's why I asked who your top 5 power forwards were, because I can go easy, okay?
Okay.
Tim Duncan, Karl Malone, Kevin McHale, Kevin Garnett, and then Barkley. Maybe.
I'll put KG at 5, and that's pushing it. I'll put Kevin Garnett at 5.
Okay, I got him at 4. We're splitting hairs.
Well, he's like right on the cuff.
So you got Barkley above him? Because I have Kevin McHale above Kevin Garnett.
I got Sean Kemp above him.
Because he was athletic?
Sean Kemp is better than Kevin Garnett. I could actually probably put Sean Kemp in my top 5.
I'm going to Twitter right now. We will see.
Sean Kemp, Romero. Sean Kemp is in my top 5.
Don't know, Mr. Degenerate. Don't sit there and
I
nod.
love the Rain Man. One of my favorite players of all time.
Yes.
Rain Man. Yes, sir.
So yes.
You mean one
I'll
of your
take
favorite
him over
movies
KG
of all
any
time?
day.
Yeah. Hey, we got another bet here. I'll bet 3 cases the Lakers will make the playoffs, play-in, but not make the playoffs officially.
Well,
Wow.
technically, that's making the playoffs, right, Clipper fan?
They just changed the rules. If you make the playoffs towards the organization and towards the team, and that one game is now considered a one-game playoff. It started last year.
And I like how Patrick Beverly has been traded to another team again.
Gone again.
Yeah, should have stayed with the Clips.
Hey, I loved how Pat Beverly acted like they won the championship when they beat you guys in the playing game.
Yes, he did.
Jumping on the table like he was Kobe or something.
So, all right. So, let me give you this question again. What is a good place for Kevin Durant, KD, to go to?
Go back to the Warriors.
Really?
What? Oh, wait. Don't get me started. Come on.
Sabotage.
You did that on purpose. You did that on purpose. No. Don't. Come on, man. I'm not Stephen A. Don't try to get me going. That ain't cool. No.
Okay, he's gonna go to the Heat.
No. Now you try to jump on the other side of the train. This ain't fun. No.
You don't want him,
I
Joey?
don't want LeBron James or Kevin Garnett affiliated with either of my franchises.
That's okay because you're gonna get Kevin Durant.
No.
Too late for that.
The Phoenix Suns or the Utah Jazz are going to get Kevin Garnett.
Hey, Joey.
You mean
Come
Durant?
on, man.
Why you keep saying Garnett?
LeBron delivered 2 championships
Kevin
to Miami.
Durant.
Stop being ungrateful.
What?
You heard that LeBron delivered 2 championships to Miami. Stop being ungrateful.
And I've been saying from jump, I'm happy that he helped us get 2 rings, but I would have still preferred Rudy Gay, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade.
The LeBron slander.
I don't think you would have.
It's not LeBron. It's not slander when I've been saying it since day one.
I don't think you would have won a championship with Rudy Gay, personally.
Really? Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and Rudy Gay?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Wow.
LeBron put you over the top, and you know it, Joey.
It's because in order to, yeah, I don't think you would have won. So, okay, so if I know you don't want Kevin Durant, he doesn't want to go to Warriors, you don't want him in the Heat. Where is a good place for Kevin Durant?
Utah.
Why?
Utah, because he fits with Donovan Mitchell.
Ain't no one want to go to Utah though. What's to do in Utah? The only person I want to know, the only person that wants to go to Utah is you.
I wouldn't mind being there.
I actually, I wouldn't mind him in
Phoenix
or hey, bring him down here.
To where?
To Orlando.
He doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to lose with the Magic.
You want the Slim Reaper?
Bring him over here. Bill.
Wow.
I heard Shaq is looking to buy into the Orlando Magic. So maybe it's time for him to bring this team up. Could you imagine Mo Bamba and Kevin Durant? Might work. If Kevin Durant wants money, he don't want rings. He's not a ring chaser anymore. He already chased his ring. He got one already.
That's why he wants to pair up with a superstar. He wants to chase a ring. He's just not friends with Kyrie Irving anymore.
I don't think he wants another ring.
So you think Kevin Garnett is just happy being a loser for the rest of his life? I'll take that back. That's harsh. He's just happy not winning titles anymore.
So we got a question here. It says, Anthony says, I said last week Warriors, but if that happens, Poole and Wiggins are gone. So you're gonna get rid of
Yeah,
Poole
they would
Wiggins?
definitely have to be involved in that trade, as well as Kuminga.
All right.
Kuminga, man, that dude.
So since the Nets are doing that, what's next? Do you think the Nets should trade Ben Simmons and completely rebuild? Since they're gonna look
Haven't
like
we
they're
been?
trading,
Haven't we been through this before?
isn't this trust the process? I mean, is this trust the process part 2 now with the different team?
This is a good point. He's thinking Kevin Durant could team up with the Joker. They trade everybody but
In Denver?
everybody
I
but
like
Jamal
how,
Murray. Murray, Joker, and Durant.
In Denver, that might work.
I like how Ben Simmons is gonna basically end up all by himself in Brooklyn, like that Fresh Prince meme. How come nobody wants me? How come nobody wants me, man?
Yeah, no kidding.
Poor Ben.
So what do you think they should do though? Should they completely tear down? Should they just say forget it? It's over?
Blow it up. Blow it up.
Blow
At this
it?
point, it's a failed experiment. They have to blow it up and start from scratch.
I think if you do blow it up, you keep Ben Simmons. And then
I mean,
build
do you want to
around
build
Ben
around?
Simmons.
Do you want to build around Ben Simmons? Do you think?
Yeah,
mean,
the Milwaukee Bucks built around Giannis, who can't shoot.
But that's
I don't think. I don't think. Sean,
Giannis can't shoot. Giannis is just so positive and dominant that you guys don't pay attention. But it doesn't matter because he dominates the paint.
Joey, as much as I love Ben Simmons' potential, he has not proven that you can build around him and trust him.
I wouldn't build a bond around him. Unless the only way you get around him is that you're trading Kyrie and you're getting back AD.
Wait, no. Why would the Lakers do that?
That's the only way I can see the Simmons. The only way they're keeping Simmons in Brooklyn is if they get somebody like AD.
You know what? Let's do it this way. Build around Russell Westbrook.
You could build around
Let Russ go to the Nets and then let Ben Simmons run the 3. And he does everything Russell Westbrook says because Russell Westbrook will protect his guys no matter what. And find a way to get Steven Adams on that team and get 2 shooters. That's all you need. 2 shooters, Steven Adams, Ben Simmons, and Russell Westbrook, and they'll make the postseason.
All right, guys. Well, this is going to be a quick episode. Like I said, it was NBA shoot around and signing. We got one more comment. It says, Ben already disappeared. Trading him again would make it worse. Well, you know, like my man says, the best ability is availability. It's availability. And if you ain't got it, then it's time to rebuild. I personally think they should just rebuild. Tear it all down, start from scratch. You can build around Russ if you want. If you get Russ, make Oklahoma City again in Brooklyn. But before we get out of here, what are we all looking forward to this week? And Anthony, if you're still on, I missed your looking forward to. What are you looking forward to as well? You can go ahead and comment below. Romero, what you got? What you looking forward to?
All right, fellas. We'll go hit the blackjack tables.
He's looking to go hit the blackjack
Hit
table.
the blackjack tables.
All right, man. We will talk to you later then. You have a good one. See you next week. All right. 2 wallets, what you were looking forward to this week?
Well, for starters, I'm looking forward to this question that I'm about to put on Twitter. Who's greater, Sean Kemp And greatest top 5 power forwards, you got Sean Kemp. I don't have Sean Kemp above Barkley. And I don't even like Barkley.
I like Barkley. Barkley's probably number 3. I think Dennis.
You got Barkley above Kevin McHale?
I think Dennis Rodman's probably, to me. Remember, I'm going with guys I saw. I never saw Kevin McHale. I mean, personally.
Okay, I'll put it this way: Pau Gasol is better. You already know Pau Gasol holds a lot of weight in your household. Pau Gasol is better than Barkley.
I can say Pau Gasol is not better than Charles Barkley.
Hey,
okay, and I'm okay with that. Right? But like I said, now that I'm thinking, I probably would have Karl Malone's my first, Dennis Rodman's 2, Sean Kemp 3. I have to go Dennis Rodman probably 4, and my 5th one, Horace Grant.
These are your top favorites of all time?
Yeah.
Okay. Not the greatest top 5 of all time.
Those are the ones I like.
Right. That's what I'm asking. Is your favorite of all time or the greatest of all time?
Those are my favorite top 5 power forward. I can't give you greatest because I don't believe in greatest because it's different eras. So I don't know. I never saw Kevin McHale really play other than video. So I can't really go with that. But I can't even go with the Rodman as far as the Detroit Piston Rodman. I can go only what I've seen from San Antonio. Right?
No, I got you.
Sean Kemp, I seen. I was a low key. I liked the Supersonics back then, Decker Shrimp and Gary Payton and those boys. So we do got a question here. It says, question, did the USFL messed up going to Peacock? No, I don't think they messed up to go to Peacock.
I completely agree with you. I don't think they messed up going to Peacock either. As a matter of fact, Big Chief is one who convinced me to get Peacock.
Everybody's gone. Streaming service is the way to go right now. So no, it's perfect. I mean, you seen the WWE last night have Money in the Bank. They it was last night. They went to Peacock. They got more views now. Peacock isn't as great as the actual network, but
Money in the Bank was last night.
Money in the Bank was last night.
Man, we should have did a live show, man.
I thought about it, but
I wasn't doing nothing.
I wasn't doing anything either, but I was tired because I had worked the night before. I worked in the morning, so
I get it.
I had worked early in the morning. If however, I think I might be off on SummerSlam. I may be doing a SummerSlam live reaction, follow along. So maybe with that, where Sean says Peacock is amazing, it is. I may be doing a July SummerSlam watch along. Tune in for that because I may do that one. That'd be a nice one to do. SummerSlam, since that's a big one. But I'm actually watching right now the championship game of the USFL, and Birmingham is.
I'm about to turn it right now too. I just want to make sure that you guys go on Twitter and vote Kevin Garnett versus Sean Kemp. You know what I'm saying? I will never disrespect Kevin Garnett like that.
We got 2 minutes left to go in the first half. It's 17-9. Birmingham is just they've been good all year.
So yeah, and at least the Stars are giving it a fighting chance.
Kind of, but But yeah, so that's my power top 5. It's like the guys I watch. I can't go with the guys I didn't watch, right? I can't go with, what if I go with the guys? I'll be like, oh, my greatest power forward is Magic Johnson. Why? Because he played one year at power forward when he came back to the league. No, he's a shooting guard.
No, Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard of all time, followed by Steph.
I understand. Okay, but what I'm saying is power forward. If you want me to go, what I seen. Did I see Magic Johnson play as a point guard? Yes and no, because I mean it was right in the time of I wasn't following. I didn't start liking basketball like a lot until 93, 94.
Right.
When Shaq first got to Orlando, that's probably when the first time I started liking basketball. So
Okay, so my family, whole family, I'm trying to think which one of them is not a Laker fan. Sister Tanya, cousin Dawn, cousin Darius. Uh, heck, all the kids now. Actually, I think little Darius is a Steph Curry fan. But I don't know if he's a Warriors fan. All my cousins I grew up with, my uncles, my father, all Lakers fans. You know, when they were rooting for them, I was rooting for Tim Hardaway and the crew in Golden State because Tim Hardaway used to give the Lakers fits. So I always rooted for them. But I mean, I seen all the highlights. I seen of Kevin McHale. There's no way I can't mention him as one of the top power forwards of all time.
Right.
For me, Tim Duncan is one of the greatest players I ever seen. For me, I go back and forth who was greater between him and Kobe. Like, I still have that argument with myself because Kobe was always the guy I loved to hate, even though I had mad respect for him. For me, I don't respect LeBron's game because he had 3 different versions and then never put any of them together. Jordan had 2 versions of the game and then put them together. Kobe had 3 versions of his game and then put them together. You had the guy who was young and brash and would just take shots. You had the guy who could pass and defend. And then you had the guy who could shoot from anywhere. And then he put them all together at the end of his career. LeBron James, we saw him play bull ball when he was in Cleveland.
Okay.
When he got to Miami, we saw him play refined basketball with Dwayne Wade and on a defensive end. He never played that. He played good defense in Cleveland, but he never played defense like that until he got with Pat Riley and Coach Bo. And now we're seeing this guy, LeBron James. Oh, now I can shoot from anywhere. But imagine if LeBron ever put his 3 phases that he ever had of his career together like Kobe and Jordan did. I mean, I would respect LeBron's game a little bit more. I respect the fact that he had the talent to do it, but I can't. There was just things that used to irk me about watching LeBron James play basketball. So I couldn't put him up there in my small forwards. I still can't do it. So, and then people like to put a power forward. I'm not going to put a small forward and power forward in this new age. It's not going to work. Because if you take the skills of a Karl Malone and say put him up against, I don't know, I don't even know. Like, who do you put at power forward we'll just say Draymond Green. Draymond Green, as great as he is defensively, is not slowing down Karl Malone.
No.
He's not slowing down Tim Duncan, who could take a mid-range shot and go out further. Karl Malone could do the same. Karl Malone could work the paint. Like, Draymond's had to deal with big brothers, but he ain't ever had to deal with them bodies in the 90s. But I think if you put Draymond in that era and then let him get used to it, then he can handle it. But one-on-one, man, all these dudes, ain't none of them handling Tim Duncan. Kevin Garnett and his aggressiveness, they ain't handling it. What do you think?
So I went right now, I Googled greatest power forwards of all time rankings.
Right.
And I got 20 of the greatest power forwards ever from the Hoop Hype list on the hoophype.com. Okay. So this is Hoop Hype. Number 1, they have Tim Duncan. Number 2, they have Karl Malone. Number 3, they have Kevin Garnett. That's pushing. I don't know about that one. Number 4, they have Dirk Nowitzki.
I forgot about Dirk.
5, they have Giannis. 6, Charles Barkley. 7, Bob Pettit. 8 is Elvin Hayes. 9 is Anthony Davis. 10 is Kevin McHale. So 10, they got Kevin McHale 10 in the top 10. Okay. Number 11 is Paul Gasol. Number 12 is Dolph Shades from the from the Nets. Number 13 is Dennis Rodman. 14, Draymond Green. 15, Chris Webber. 16, Jerry Lucas. 17, Bobby Jones. 18, Dave Bichette. And 19, Rasheed Wallace. And rounding them off, number 20 is LaMarcus Aldridge.
No mention of Charles Barkley?
Charles Barkley was, I believe I thought I said that. Charles Barkley.
Because that's the name I was waiting for because everybody.
Six. Charles Barkley was 6.
Oh, okay. So I did miss it.
Under Giannis.
So no mention of Sean Kemp.
No mention of Sean Kemp. But for me, again, Alvin Hayes, Bob Pettit, they're great. Kevin McHale, yeah, they're probably great of all time, but I didn't see them. They're not my time. Right? They're not my time. You know, I really wish that Supersonics team would have won a championship because maybe they would have been in. They still would have been in existence, and we wouldn't have had an Oklahoma City team.
I'm surprised they got Draymond Green so high.
14.
I'm surprised they have him that high. I wonder if they account for Draymond's intelligence, and maybe that's why he's that high.
So they said top accolades, NBA. Well, at the time, it says 3-time NBA titles, but we have 4-time NBA titles now. A 2-time All NBA team selection, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 All-Stars, 1 Defensive Player of the Year, 4 defensive, all defensive first team selections. NBA ranked 161st in assists, 225th in steals, could be more now. His raw numbers historically won't blow anyone away, but Draymond Green is likely headed to the Hall of Fame selection thanks to his unreal defensive impact to 4 championships and unique playing abilities at the power forward spot. One of the most versatile defenders of all time. That's exactly what they wrote here.
That's beautifully written, honestly.
But at 14.
Yeah, like 14, that's, like I said, that's high.
So he's above Chris Webber, above Jerry, above Bob, Dave, Rasheed, and LaMarcus. I agree with above LaMarcus. I don't agree with him being above
Rasheed Wallace?
Yes.
What about Pau Gasol, your feelings? For real, like no joke.
Pau Gasol is decent. You know, he's a good player. You know, he had the benefit of playing with Kobe Bryant. Because if he doesn't play with Kobe Bryant, I don't think he wins a ring.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you remember what Pau Gasol before he joined Kobe?
No. I mean, okay, I take that back. I do know of him. He played for Memphis. I seen him, but he wasn't in the headlines.
I remember Pau Gasol and the Vancouver Grizzlies. They never made the postseason without Pau Gasol in those early years. Pau Gasol was the reason why they were on the map. And to get him
they were
for Kwame Brown.
Like, they were on the map because of the Big Country. Big Country Brian Reeves put them on the map on Vancouver Grizzlies. Paul Gasol probably did Memphis Grizzlies.
But they weren't a successful basketball team until Pau Gasol got there.
Well, successful, but we're talking this as far as on the map. I knew of the Vancouver Grizzlies because of Big Country Brian Reeves.
Right, we all remember Big Country.
Right. I'm just saying, as far as Pau Gasol wouldn't have won nothing without Kobe Bryant going to the Lakers.
I think with his skill set, he would have ended up on a championship team either way.
No, I don't think so. I think that skill set and that coach and Phil Jackson and that whole scenario is the reason why he got a ring.
Okay, I'll put it to you this way. There's no way Pau Gasol doesn't end up in San Antonio if he doesn't go to LA.
I agree. I totally agree.
Think Pau Gasol with them would have gotten a ring.
I don't think Pau Gasol with San Antonio would have got a ring. I don't think Pau Gasol, if he didn't go to LA, he would not have had a ring at all. I don't think he never would have won a ring.
I think that's just gonna, that's La La Land basically.
That is.
Because I'm one of those people who believe in his skill set. He could play D. He could shoot from distance. He could rebound. And the only time they called him soft is when he went up against Kevin Garnett in the finals. I mean, everybody knew Kevin Garnett for his aggression and the way he played basketball.
Anything is possible.
Did you say anything is possible?
Anything.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say you got them drinking. Like, oh no, hold on.
Anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So before we close shop, what are you looking forward to this week in sports?
I'm looking to hear more about Roger Federer on this apparently wave goodbye tour he's on right now. He said he wants to play one more time on a tournament that he was not involved in this weekend. And I'm also looking forward to watching these kids play basketball at the Summer League.
Yep. I'm looking forward to seeing if this championship game is any competitive, which I don't think it will be. But I'm also looking forward to seeing what's up with this Deshaun Watson case. And hopefully it's over and it's done with so we can move on from that. And looking forward to seeing this crazy free agency and what else? Where does Kyrie go? Where does Kevin Durant go? Man. What happens with that whole entire squad? Like, I'm really, really looking forward to. I've never been this time last year. I wasn't really into the free agency aspect of it. I think this year, I think a lot to do with this show on being on that we do every week is actually getting me to like, okay, let me take a deep dive and say, oh, this is actually good. Because I don't believe in championship is run on paper. I never do. You need chemistry. And if you can't mess with that chemistry every year and bring people in, bring people out, it takes a while to get covered. So we'll see what happens. But other than that, I want to thank everybody for watching this show. The 3 people, 5 people, the 8 people that watch it, the live, the on-demands, whatever you like. I just appreciate everybody watching this show. Follow me on Twitter at BigChiefDaddy75. Follow Two Wallets at Joey2Wallets on Twitter, where we will tweet around. We may do a live wrestling follow along. If our schedule for SummerSlam, I'm thinking we might want to do that. That'd be kind of fun. Do another watch along for the wrestling.
Heck yeah, man! I got Peacock on my phone now. Let's go.
Let's go, and then we could also possibly maybe, maybe we'll do a couple NFL games depending on what game it is, or we'll do a game this year. We'll watch a long game, but. Once again, thank you for watching. Any last words?
Yes, I do. For those of you who are going to go out and experiment with fireworks, please be safe. If you guys don't know who Jason Pierre-Paul is, please go on Google and look up Jason Pierre-Paul's hands, and just remember, please, safety first. Enjoy your juicy burgers. Get Hebrew National hot dogs. If it's not Hebrew National, for those of you guys who eat beef, Hebrew National hot dogs. Get the long ones. They're delicious. I used to remember. I don't eat beef no more, but hey, Hebrew National hot dogs. Me personally, I want to see if I can get some ground salmon. I'm gonna make salmon burgers tomorrow. Like I said, please be safe. I don't want to see no more Jason Pierre-Paul incidents. Thank you again, Rashawn, for watching. We appreciate you. And Mr. Rashawn, good luck to your Steelers in this upcoming season. You guys got a lot to work through. And I think that's pretty much where I'm at.
Yep. Everybody have a happy 4th of July. He might say Hebrews. I say get your ballparks, get your Nathan's hot dogs.
Really? Nathan's?
Man,
Hebrew National, baby.
You know what?
There's another Twitter question we got.
Put that on the poll Twitter question. Go on the Twitter. Go on 2 Wallets. So I have a couple poll questions. Once again, Follow.
I got the first one up already. So
And Joey 2 Wallets, and then always at Sports Daddy TV. Hey, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that follow button, share this out there. Follow me also on TikTok at Sports Daddy TV. You can follow us anywhere we can. Thanks for everybody that participated in this show, getting your questions in, and we will talk to you guys later. Have a great day.
2 wallets, baby. 2 wallets.